What's good, you too? Does all Gen Z think the same? Now, this right here is something that pertains to me. It's your boys, Gen Z. I'm 17, bro. I just turned 17 like a month ago, bro. We about to see if we all think the same. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Self-harm. Hey. How does the song go? I'm in low. I'm taking my time.
I feel like in my household, my opinion is not valid, and it will never be valid as long as I live. My parents will yell at me, they'll get mad at me, and we'll get into like such large arguments. It's even
Who's this grown?
Me and we'll get into like such.
Ain't no way this dude's 17, bro, or even close. When did Gen Z start? Did it start in like 2000 and 2010, or was it like 1990 to 2010? It might be 1990. He might be like 20 something. Might be 27, 28, or 25. I don't know. She definitely don't look 17.
It's even gotten to the point of one time where I've gotten into arguments with my parents with like, you're gonna have to move out if you don't like agree with these things.
Hey, that's kind of lit.
I've sent or received nudes. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, so do they have like 3 teenagers and 3 grown-ups? Grown folks?
If one day I want to get a certain job or go into a political office, I just don't ever want to have somebody to hold that against me. Even when people send me nudes, I'm like, I didn't necessarily need that. Like, pics when they're just,
wait.
you know?
Are we saying nudes?
Nudes. Should we start over?
I thought we were saying news. N-E-W-S.
Nudes.
I'm so sorry. I don't.
Bro, you thought they were saying news. When you said nudes? Oh my god. Bro. Yo. I seen this, but.
Nudes. Should we start over?
I thought we were saying news.
Oh my god.
N-E-W-S.
Nudes.
I'm so sorry. I don't
I'm
send
so
nudes
sorry.
because I just do things on social media. I want to pursue acting.
Hey, you got some nice little thighs there. You might need to start looking into that.
I feel like my body's a temple. You gotta pay to see it, if at least. Same as
Oh,
Daniel
oh,
said.
whoa, 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 whoa. That's prostitution, miss. Don't, hey.
It can come back and bite you. I'm just scared.
Revenge porn is very real, and I think most women or women adjacent people have received unsolicited pics.
As like a bisexual person and kind of just being in like a world that's hyper-sexualized already, and it sucks because that's kind of like the age of social media and like LGBTQ youth, is that pretty much like they have to seek validation online. That's like really like the way to do it.
I agree exactly with what Makai said. I mean, it is like the form of validation now. Like
Yeah.
sending nudes is love.
That's true.
But
This makes me just want to.
yeah.
This makes me just want to jump over it because I feel like I'm in the wrong area. You know, we're gonna go here.
If like they should respect your values if you don't want to send nudes, and if not, like it's pretty clear to me that they're just using me for my body. Nudes has a lot to do with appearance, and putting a lot of value on how you appear can just sometimes be damaging.
Yeah.
To
I can
piggyback
see
off that, it's really important too, like when you're growing up, no matter like your body type or how you look, everyone has like beauty in them. So it's important to love your body and love like how you look because like, girl, that's your body. Like flaunt what you got, boo. That validation needs to come from within, not from other people. Because I know I'm sexy. I don't even know who's telling me I'm sexy. So, people, because like I know I'm sexy. I don't even know who's telling me I'm sexy. So
Yes! I mean, how do I put this? I'm not agreeing with him, but I like the confidence. Never mind, bro. Look, they need to have me come on this, bro. They need to have a straight dude come out here, bro. I'm not even like, this is fine, but like they need a straight dude on here, bro.
Is that going in?
Oh, they
Skinny
do. They
jeans,
got one. They need some more black people in
going
this, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. They need more black people in here, bro. Not gonna lie. They got one straight guy right here. But I'm not saying that they need straight people on it, but they just need a little bit of everything. They can have the gay people on there, but like have the straight people too. Like just a little, like more. Like you need more opinions. You can't just have this one guy. He don't even have like no nudes, bro. You need, bro. They need like a player on, bro. I know exactly who they need to put on here, bro. Bro, I know exactly who we need to put on here, bro. My God.
Skinny jeans are out of style.
Disagree.
3, 2,
Disagree.
1, go.
Don't go that way. Don't, mother.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just the era of the time. It was like rock was like, you know, pop rock, lots of skinny jeans, and then turned to like ripped jeans. I think pants are getting bigger. I don't know if it's because like maybe we're shifting more towards like androgyny. I'm over here because I think that skinny jeans, I don't like them, and I wouldn't wear them because I also have like chicken legs, so like that's not happening
Wait,
for
is
me.
it out of style or in style?
The question was skinny jeans are out of style.
Oh, so I'm saying that they are
Oh
in
my
style?
God, girl. You need to keep your opinion. You didn't flip flop 3 times or wait. 2 times already, bro.
Skinny jeans are
Oh,
in
no,
style.
they're out of style.
Oh my
I
God.
recently bought my like first pair of like baggier jeans, kind of like what he's wearing, and I was like blown away. Honestly, like
What is it?
there's so first pair of like baggier jeans, kind of like what he's wearing, and I was like blown away. Honestly, like there's so much space. You don't have to worry about it like bunching up and stuff. Like there's I don't know why we ever stuck with skinny jeans to begin with.
I think the whole
Well,
skinny jeans.
not
vibe-
like skin tight jeans, but like I like stretchy jeans personally. I don't like skinny jeans either. I don't like just super tight on my legs like that, like leggings or anything. But just like something that's like a little bit, just something skinnier. I don't like baggy, redneck boot cut jeans. You know what I'm saying? Not like that, but just like a little tighter, maybe some rips on it, some discoloration or whatever. Like that's you know what I'm saying.
part thing
Personally.
is generational politics that are trying to like distract us from what we actually disagree about. Like nobody actually cares about the skinny jeans and middle parts. Like millennials, please stop making songs about it. It's not that deep.
I get my news from YouTube. 3, 2, 1.
The grown people
go.
gonna say no. Oh wait. Oh. Okay. I don't get my news from YouTube either.
I just somewhat disagree because I try not to just, stay on YouTube because it can be a lot of disinformation. But I also feel like, I follow a lot of political YouTubers and I feel like their perspectives are different than what's on the mainstream because like 3 corporations own all of the media.
Social news, Twitter, 100% easily. But like if it's like some political stuff, I have like subscriptions to like New York Times, even Fox and stuff, just so that I get a perspective from everyone. And I tend to go ahead and like focus more on like the journalism stuff. And YouTube is like the headlines, but I don't click the video and like deliberately watch it until I've known the facts.
The ability of Twitter to get
doing too much, girl.
opinions out there from people who aren't political pundits is really valuable. And when big things happen, Twitter usually hears about it first.
I feel like it kind of just comes down to like a media literacy thing, and it's something that like our generation and further generations are gonna have to face. We haven't been in this era where there's like what Sarah was saying about like the democratized way of social media where like everyone can say information. We're like in this new era where we pretty much have to learn how to decipher which is valuable and valid information and what's not. And like as social media continues to grow, I feel like we're just gonna keep becoming more literate.
And I feel like we should be taught this in schools. We're a whole new era. Like we grew up with like
That happened like 5 hours.
Let's-
Get
I mean-
Facebook. You guys is now.
This is not that interesting. This is not an interesting topic. I'm sorry. But
Who are going and without any accountability and trust the government.
My parents and I agree on political and social issues.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Strongly agree, huh?
my parents like raised me again on the whole thing of like look at every single side, and I guess it didn't go necessarily their way, but at the same time like sometimes it ends up being a wreck, but like whenever it's a wreck we come back and we're like, I see your point, but here's what I think and here's why, loaded with facts, not just like, oh, I think this because this and this and this X and X and said. No, it's because this is a percentage, this is a statistic that I'm pointing out.
Honestly, I used to try and like show them a different perspective and like have an open conversation, but like I'm kind of at the point now where it's like, you know what, let's just not talk about it. It's probably the best.
You know, my parents always say to me, like, you pay attention to politics more than we do, and we like learn from you. And sometimes we get into little arguments. That can be a good like way to sort of inform each other, because obviously they have more experience like historically, like what went on. But they can also say like, yeah, I don't understand, you know, this specific issue. Can you, you know, get me up to speed? And
I would like to have a disclaimer for my
Why is
mom
it
and
so
dad.
long,
What's coming
man?
out of my mouth is coming out through love. Also, if they're watching this, please stop watching this. My parents are very closed-minded and conservative, and there have been fights, as in Daniel's family. I feel like in my household, my opinion is not valid, and it will never be valid as long as I live. I don't want to be quiet about the things, and I want to speak up and share my opinion, but when it comes to that, my parents will yell at me, they'll get mad at me, and we'll get into like such large arguments. It's even gotten to the point of one time where I've gotten into arguments with my parents, like, you're gonna have to move out if you don't like agree with these things. And it's like, I understand what you're saying and all, but you're telling me that if I don't do what you're saying, what you think is correct, I'm not allowed to think what I think is correct, because what you think is correct is concrete.
Kind of similar but different. Like I'm actually grateful that my parents and I have different political opinions, because I think it's kind of forced me to try and see the other side and try to understand why they think a certain way.
sometimes those disagreements are fundamental to your identity. Like, they say a lot about how you look at the world, how you treat other people, and it's hard to separate that. I don't want to be friends with someone who thinks that like people who are poor or unhoused people do that because it's their choice, because that's a fundamental disagreement with what I believe.
That's fair, but also family, I feel like, is different. They're immigrants. There are certain issues that they won't, you know, fully understand. Yes, it would be nice if they try to.
It's very different with it, like friends or like your parents, your
Exactly,
family.
yes.
I agree 100% with Daniel. My parents came from Romania. It was communist at that
Really?
point. So their views on the world are not going to be the same as everyone's as like they were, you know? So it changes because where you come from is so different from America.
I have felt depressed.
Bro, what
Three,
what are the topics, man?
2, 1, go.
Hold on. Felt depressed, optimistic.
There are a lot of points where it is romanticized, and I think it's a difficult struggle. And also, I think like
What's
within like the Black
romanticized?
community,
Depression? Depression is romanticized? Is that what he's saying?
there are a lot of points where it is romanticized, and I think it's a difficult struggle. And also, I think like within like the Black community, there also is just not a lot of attention to mental health at all. Obviously, there's points where I
Yeah,
feel
you're right about that. You ever seen that meme that first thing comes to mind, bro, that meme where it was like, what did it say? It was like, oh yeah, it was like a black kid and like some black parents. It was like, Mom, I'm depressed. Said, you better go depress them dishes. You better go depress them dishes.
flustered, and
Bro.
I feel like, oh, like everything's crumbling around me, and that's like a very common human thing.
People want to talk about how depressed they are until you're like, hey, I haven't taken a shower in 4 weeks and I can't get out of bed and I haven't been eating food. And they're like, ew, that's gross. It's like, that's what depression is.
Especially with our generation,
about
what
to
ends
cry?
up happening.
And they're like, ew, that's gross. It's like, that's what depression is.
Especially with our generation, what ends up happening is that
kinda bad,
some small thing happens and we're depressed. The term is just used so loosely. When you say comments like that, it takes away the power, in a sense, from like people that actually are seeking help.
So I'm about to have a really vulnerable moment with y'all.
Oh God.
So my whole life, I have been so bullied, and words hurt so much. And 6 months ago, I almost took my life because of like words. They have this effect on you, and sometimes you can't talk to people about it. And my friend's mom posted, if you needed to talk to someone, to call this number, and I talked to them, and I spoke to them on the phone for 2 hours by myself at nighttime. And if it wasn't for her just doing that, I feel like I wouldn't have been here today.
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That takes a lot
Dang,
of guts
man.
to speak up about
Wow.
it.
My whole life,
Sheesh. Like, that was real tears. Man. That's terrible.
I've wanted to show kindness through me, and I hope that I do show kindness to others because I don't want other people to feel the same way I felt, because if I can help someone feel that smile or that joy, for me, it would mean everything to me, because it means that I'm fighting what other people did to me.
I don't really like it when people like compare their depressions, because like, you know, saying like someone else is not depressed, because you don't really know what they like feel. But I'm really glad that people are like talking about it now and that we can all like bond over it. I'm truly thinking that like the pressure that's put on our generation with social media is what like causes it. But yeah, I'm really glad that like people talk about it so we have resources and stuff.
I am optimistic about the future. 3, 2, 1, go.
Uh-oh. What you going over there for, girl? Black man? Black man?
Personally, it's in my nature to not be optimistic because I think a lot of people in our generation are very nihilistic. I try not to like view it like that because it's very like deterministic. Like, well, the world's going to hell, like we can't do anything. And if you believe that, then like you're not fighting
When was
for
this made? Oh, today.
like a better world,
yeah.
and you're not fighting for change.
I'm very much with Sarah on the point where our generation is very cynical, very nihilistic. We like to just like assume that things can't be fixed because in the past they just never were. I don't know. I think I'm very optimistic for the future because I believe as we become more educated and we have more resources to certain things and information, we can do great things, but we just have to believe that we can or else it won't happen.
Now I'm feeling sad about
I like
saying
that.
someone
I'm with the
disagree.
guy.
I just
I'm
was
with him.
thinking about this in like the climate perspective and like social media, how it's been used so negatively. When I think about those two major things, I can't see it stopping anywhere.
It's a little unimaginable. It's like you
Yeah,
can't,
no,
it's
like I want to be
incomprehensible.
positive,
Yeah.
of course, and I want the change to happen, but like where does it start?
I try to be positive, and I always say, like, if there's something you don't like, we can work on it and fix it. And I think that this generation in particular is really good at that. Like, Gen Z is crazy. Like, we get things done. The impact we've had with like TikTok even, like, yeah, we changed a lot of things.
I feel like we have come far as a society, but that doesn't mean I'm also not disappointed in our society. There's so many things that we've gotten to like build upon as a society, and people are growing upon as a society. And you know what? After like meeting you guys today, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like there's hope.
On a more societal point of view, I feel very good that like change will occur whether we like it or not. That's just how society is. We progress.
That is officially a wrap. Great job, you guys.
Nice. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, man. I'll see you in the next one. No cap.